Wayne Manor, 1022. Your Riddler Codex files have been updated. Oh, that's new. Now I'm getting notifications for when certain files are updated.
I'm
oh,
back.
Fuck,
I'm
Alfred.
taking over at the computer.
Fuck. This was in the trailers. I'm not ready for this.
Al! Oh God, no. No. Please. Please don't. Al, can you hear me? Alfred?
What's the matter? Thomas, let's chat. Now's the time. Won't be long. So much to do.
No, Al, it's me. It's Bruce.
Yes. What would Master Bruce think about what you've done? I don't know. He and the Cobblepot boy are playmates.
Please wake up.
Bruce, where am I?
Easy. You're in the cave. Take your time, think back, and tell me exactly what happened.
No, it was nothing.
Nothing? You passed out. You were dreaming that it was... I was Thomas.
I must have been more exhausted than I realized. Well, basically, that's all there is to it.
First it's your hand shaking, and now you're passing out. We can't keep ignoring this. You need to be looked at before it gets worse. Hey, careful.
Thank you, Bruce. I'll just catch my breath. Just give me a moment, please. It's all nonsense.
What is?
Freeze's magic cure-all. It doesn't work as intended. Take a look.
First, let's look at the Gotham feed. Gotham citizens support GCPD, Batman, I've read this already. Stock hits record high. Trial date pushed back. What is the agency? Cobblepot's model prisoner. He's dead. Batman opinions. Riddler. I gotta go all the way to the bottom. I've read all this before. 5 things you need to know about the agency. Citywide bombings. Distraction for crime spree. I've read all this. Whoa. Hang on. Batman fails Gotham. I don't remember that. But... Bruce Wayne on the decline. Gotham billionaire and infamous playboy Bruce Wayne was spotted today at a local watering hole and dive bar, the Stacked Deck. Patrons claim to have seen him drinking with a thin green-haired man identified only as John. This, consorting with Gotham's seedier underbelly, is just another in line in negative publicity the young business tycoon has been garnering after his assault on one-time Wayne Enterprises CEO Oswald Cobblepot last year, which briefly landed Wayne in Arkham Asylum. The billionaire has had to contend with an investigation into the deadly explosion at Wayne Tower, which led to the death of one of the head of Wayne Enterprises Research and Development, Lucius Fox. Speculations have begun that the revelation of his father, Thomas's Wayne criminal past, has taken too great a toll on the bachelor playboy, and that he may be on the verge of snapping completely. Wayne Enterprises stock still holds steady despite Wayne's erratic actions of late, but analysts are keeping a close eye on the market. That I remember reading. Come on, let's see what's most recent. Agency convoy attacked. Where was Batman? An armored convoy belonging to the agency was attacked last night by the group responsible for yesterday morning's assault across the city. The agency is reported to have been transporting an unidentified cargo when it was disabled by an electromagnetic pulse which left 3 blocks of downtown Gotham without electricity. While Gotham Gas and Electric struggles to restore power, citizens are placing blame on the GCPD and on Batman. Eyewitnesses claim that GCPD raised the bat signal to alert him, but there are no reported sightings. Rumors of the masked hero's death have proliferated after Batman clashed unsuccessfully with a dangerous luchador during yesterday's attack on the GCPD armory. This same figure was seen at last night's raid on the agency convoy, along with what witnesses are describing as a clown, a gymnast, and a blue man. Agency backup was late to arrive on the scene and unable to prevent the terrorist group from escaping. The GCPD wouldn't comment on Batman's mysterious disappearance. In a press statement, however, they confirmed that the attacks of the Gotham Brokerage House, GothCorp's labs, and the GCPD arsenal appear to be from the same group who perpetrated the attack on the convoy. They went on to say the agency is working diligently to apprehend this group of terrorists. We at the GCPD are doing everything in our power to assist their efforts. Family begs Gotham citizens for help in finding missing couple. For 5 years, family and friends have been left to wonder what happened to Dr. Victor Freeze and his wife Nora. The two have been reported missing following a deadly accident at GothCorp Labs. Before her disappearance, Nora Freeze was diagnosed with an advanced stage of McGregor syndrome. McGregor's is a rare terminal illness for which there is no known treatment. Victor Freeze, a cryogenicist at GothCorp's labs, was working to cryogenically preserve her. This would slow down the progression of the illness until a cure could be found. One of these experiments triggered a catastrophic explosion, resulting in the destruction of GothCorp's cryogenics wing and the deaths of several scientists. After the wreckage was cleared, there was no sign of either Victor or Nora. Family and friends have searched tirelessly, but it seems the couple must have somehow escaped the ruin. After a year's search, the trail went cold and the police investigation was abandoned. Those who loved the couple, however, never gave up hope. Victor Freeze was a devoted husband and son, whose research has saved countless lives. Nora Freeze, an accomplished scientist in her own right, was an active member of her community. She served on boards of several charities for impoverished children and was a fixture of Gotham philanthropic scene. Nora and Victor's friends and family have not given up their search as easy as the police have. We're begging the people of Gotham to help us, said Dora Smithy, Nora's sister. My sister desperately needs medical attention. If you see anything, please contact us. And Victor, if you're out there, please bring Nora home to us. Alright, let's keep going. I can't read all this. There's just so much to do in so little time. GCPD agency spotted at Wayne Tower. This is about what Gordon did last episode. Eyewitness accounts state that both the GCPD and the agency were seen entering Wayne Tower this morning. It's currently unknown what they were investigating, but less than an hour later, both groups departed without making any arrests or public statements. This has brought into question why such a show of force would be necessary at one of Gotham's most prominent buildings. The only known joint effort between the agency and the GCPD is the investigation into yesterday's attacks, now being referred to as acts of terrorism by authorities. What connection this has to Wayne Enterprises and potentially CEO Bruce Wayne is still unknown. Concern over Wayne's mental state has bled into discussions about the future of his family's business. Last year, he was implicated in a high-profile assault on Oswald Cobblepot and was temporarily admitted temporary stint in Arkham Asylum. Okay, you don't need to say temporarily twice. Okay, that's redundant. As of this writing, no charges have been filed against Wayne. We reached out to GCPD, the agency, and Wayne Enterprises. Each organization has refused to comment. Gordon fired from GCPD. GCPD confirmed that today that the Deputy Commissioner of Operations, James Gordon, has been fired from the force. The majority of sources are blaming Gordon's rocky track record, which only recently led to his demotion from his position as commissioner. Still, others are pointing to workplace tensions between the GCPD and the agency as the cause of Gordon's dismissal. The Gazette followed up on these comments, reaching out to both the GCPD and the agency for further explanation. The GCPD issued this brief statement. We appreciate all Gordon has done for the GCPD and wish him the best moving forward. The agency, while offering more clarity in their response, still leaves us with many questions. Given the current climate in Gotham, a change in leadership is needed. We commend James Gordon for his years of service to the city and people of Gotham. Longtime supporters of Gordon have spoken out to the press, breaking protocol in an unprecedented move. Detective Renee Montoyo said about the dismissal, "It's disgraceful, that's what it is. It's putting politics over policing. No candidates for the position of Deputy Ops has been announced." Catwoman narrowly evades GCPD. Bruce Wayne implicated in bribery. Why no arrest? The negative publicity for Bruce Wayne, billionaire playboy, continues with Wayne's latest in a string of erratic behavior. An inside source at the GCPD implicates Wayne in trespassing on a crime scene in Gotham's Lower East End. Wayne is also said to have attempted bribery on an unnamed officer. Are you fucking kidding me? How did they figure out about this? What was Wayne doing in the Lower East End, and who was he with? Eyewitnesses suggest Wayne wasn't alone. Was this simply thoughtless thrill-seeking gone wrong? Not unlike his father, Wayne is no stranger to Gotham's less savory corners. He recently caused a stir when Wayne was sighted at downtown's notorious Stack Deck bar. It is believed GCPD has probably investigate Wayne, or at least bring him in for questioning, yet have not done so. The Gazette reached out to Wayne Enterprises, GCPD, and the agency to inquire whether a recent show of force at Wayne Tower had anything to do with Wayne's illicit activities. Each organization refused to comment. What are they not telling the public? Is Wayne embroiled in another scandal? Will this one diffuse like that of last year? Or is this just the beginning of another dark chapter in Wayne's life? Breaking news, police shut down Bodhi Spa. Downtown's Bodhi Spa is currently a hub of police activity. Passerby and frequenters of the spa are baffled by the sudden closure of its doors and are wondering how long it will last. Combined GCPD and agency forces have created a perimeter, apparently as part of an ongoing investigation within the spa. The exact cause of their presence is unknown. Clients and employees who were present at the time of the authorities' arrival were quickly escorted from the site. However, the Gazette did talk to one employee leaving the scene. The masseuse, who looked pale and shaken, claimed she wasn't sure what happened, just that people got hurt. I was in the middle of a massage, I didn't see anything, just some guy who stuck his head into the room, but I thought that was just a prank. He said something about a secret lab, I don't know, I'm sorry. In the meantime, testy clients have taken to social media condemning Bodhi Spa for refusing to give refunds for appointments canceled on account of these events. However, a Bodhi Spa representative promises to reschedule these appointments as soon as the current matter is resolved. More on this story to follow as information is made available. Is agency above the law? Visual plan for victims of violence. That's it. Codex. Codex time. Finally. Woo. Alright. See what we got over the past year. Blah, blah, blah. It starts the newest things on top. Gordon can't be taking his dismissal well. He wasn't just a cop in name. Gordon is the job. It's hard to imagine the GCPD without him. Maybe once the Pact is in custody and the agency leaves Gotham, he'll be able to return to the force. I hope he's holding up, and that the city can hold up without him. Renee Montoya. Even with Gordon off the force, there are still good people at the precinct. Montoya's one of them. It was Waller who told me that I need allies going undercover, but I'm glad I still have a few at the GCPD. I've known Detective Montoya long enough to be confident that she'll pick up where Gordon left off. She won't stop fighting until the Pact is secure in Blackgate Prison. John. Without John's quick thinking and his willingness to turn on Bane, I might have died at the Black Site. The Pact weren't about to let Batman interrupt their plans, and they put up one hell of a fight. John alone stood by me, fighting by my side, even at the risk of Harley's wrath. His defense of Batman may have cost him more than he expected. I'll never forget the look on John's face when Harley took the virus and abandoned him. John's in a dark place right now, but if there's one thing I learned about him, it's his unfailing ability to bounce back after a disaster. If he can help me locate Harley, maybe he can get some closure on their relationship. Maybe this was exactly the impetus he needed to see the light and straighten out his life. Alfred continues to encourage me to accept allies, but I can see the strain our workplace is on him. I was worried that he was beginning to fracture under the weight of our work, but he came through with a useful new upgrade for my contacts. He's always been good with technology, and I'm happy he's stepped up to help now that Lucius is gone. I don't know what I'd do without Alfred. Tiffany, let's see what this has. Tiffany tried to have me arrested. I should have seen that coming. I've been acting evasive and suspicious, and I hardly left her much of a choice. So I revealed my most closely guarded secret and brought her into the fold. I told her I'm Batman. I don't know if it was the right move, I don't know if this will keep her safe or put her father in harm's way, but it felt right, and that's really all I can hope for in situations like these. Avesta. Vesta was already on edge at Sanctus, a place she called the darkest part of the agency's history, so Waller's orders to stay away from Freeze, our best lead, didn't sit well with her. Avesta suspected Waller didn't want us to hear about the virus's secondary properties, and wanted to know why. That made two of us. In the Pact's headquarters, we got our answer, or the closest we could get to one. All evidence pointed to the agency having taken the last of Riddler's blood. And if that was the case... If that was the case, we realized the agency alone would have control of the serum. Avesta's nervous what Waller might do with that power. She decided to find the remaining blood samples, in spite of punishment she'll face if she fails. I admit it's a bold move, but I respect her tenacity. If anyone could succeed, it's her. Every time I think I have Waller figured out, I learn something new that forces me to reassess. Waller wants the virus secured. She says she'll use Sanctus's technology for good. But even Agent Avesta, who respects and trusts Waller, is nervous what Waller may do as she controls both the virus and the serum. Worse, it seems like Waller is the only voice of law enforcement left in the city. She fired Gordon for disobeying orders and jeopardizing my undercover mission, but perhaps those were just convenient excuses to cover up her real motive. For now, our goals still align. We both want to find Harley and the virus. There's no point burning any bridges yet. Riddler. I recovered more details of Riddler's past from the Sanctus computer network. It's intriguing stuff, to say the least. Impressed with his criminal history and ambitious vision, the agency offered Riddler a fortune to work in their science and intelligence units. He exceeded expectations and was soon promoted to work in Sanctus, the shadow arm of the clandestine organization. Riddler helped advance their generic engineering and biomechanical weaponization projects, earning him a solid status among the agency. Among these projects was Lotus, a deadly virus that they believed could be altered to enhance the body's natural regenerative processes. Lotus's potential encouraged the agency to sanction human experimentation, but after several failed trials, enthusiasm for Lotus had diminished. In a final and desperate round of experimentation, Riddler was accidentally dosed with Lotus. He and his colleagues assumed he would die within days, but he survived. He is the only human known to have done so. Over time, he began to exhibit the signs of growth they had been searching for. This turned Riddler into yet another of Sanctus's research subjects. His fellow scientists attempted to subject him to painful and horrific experimentation. However, Riddler eventually escaped Sanctus and the agency, swearing revenge on an organization that once promised him a future. The agency was supposed to back me up, but they didn't arrive in time. I stalled as best I could, but the gang ended up being successful in their heist. For an all-powerful government agency, they certainly don't seem as effective as Waller claims they are. That's an understatement. Riddler's base has some new stuff. Selena, John, and I went back to Riddler's workshop in the hopes of finding a way to decrypt his laptop. We barely survived a run-in with one of Riddler's old puzzles, and Selena and I went deeper into the workshop. We were able to recover the decrypted device, but Selena had her own plans for it, and she handcuffed me to a chair in order to take it for herself. This is all still from, some of this is stuff from last episode that I didn't get a chance to read for some reason. Gotham City Police Department won't be the same without Gordon in charge. He had a tough time cleaning it up when he was first promoted. Let's hope his absence doesn't reverse that progress. Riddler's gang, known amongst themselves as the Pact, have established themselves a headquarters inside an old abandoned subway station. Blah 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 blah. Sanctus. There was some truth in Riddler's claim that the agency made him. Riddler used to work for Sanctus, and during that time became infected with the virus. Unlike previous test subjects, though, Riddler didn't die a horrible death. Somehow he survived. He became stronger. Sanctus went underground after the agency tried to shut them down, but even with their continued research, Sanctus never discovered the potential healing properties of the virus. That was Riddler's secret and his curse. And this is just for the spa. Alright, look, I can't keep doing this. Let's look at Lotus.
Lotus. Megavirus. Only one known survivor. Riddler. Freeze thinks his blood is now a key to unlocking Lotus's true potential.
The bioscan of Riddler's body, I used the analysis you sent me to simulate its interaction with the virus. And the Bat computer promptly found holes in Freeze's calculations.
It appears that Lotus can be synthesized into a restorative agent for the human body. A remarkable one.
Well, Freeze got that part right, but
as soon as Lotus repairs any physical problems, it causes irreparable damage to the subject's brain chemistry.
it drives you
explains
insane.
a lot.
It's what Riddler meant when he said, "I wasn't always like this."
All of these people, all of them trying to kill each other for something that will make them as deranged as he was in the end. We all should know by now that miracles come with a cost. Lotus is nothing more than a poison.
Harley's already insane, Alfred. I doubt she's worried about taking it up a notch.
Yes, you're probably right. Although if she wants the serum to avoid what happened to her father, well, it's certainly ironic.
Run the simulation again, then forward the readings to Special Agent Iman Avesta.
I already ran it several times myself. I wanted to be thorough. Silly notion, I know. My problems are purely psychological. My real cure is a very long vacation. Somewhere far away from Gotham. A place where the sun actually comes to visit.
Maybe if you'd listen to me and start seeing your therapist.
Yes, I know. It's just, the more I talk about my kidnapping last year and my rescue by Batman, the harder it is keeping certain details a secret. You should understand that.
Avesta.
I read your report. The serum makes the whole thing beyond dangerous.
Did you find out where Waller's keeping Riddler's blood?
Yeah. She's got the area on lockdown, but I think I can get myself in. And then I'm taking these things off the table. Permanently.
Agreed. Be careful.
It shouldn't be a problem. I'm trusted here. I won't let Waller turn the agency back into something like Sanctus, Bruce. The vials have to go.
Good luck. Let's get you somewhere more comfortable.
Oh, Bruce. Tiffany's up there. She's probably wondering where I hurried off to.
I'm sorry, Al, but we can't risk you falling again.
Very well. No, we mustn't keep Tiffany worrying any longer. She's done quite enough of that the past few days.
Ready?
I'm afraid that's all we do. Worry the ones closest to us.
I am so scared for Alfred. You can't do this to him, Telltale. You can't fucking do this. It was already hard enough last season, possibly with him getting kidnapped and possibly almost dying.
Okay, yes, thank you. The doctor is on her way. How are you feeling?
Well, better. A little more rest and some tea, and I'll be as good as new.
Alfred, stop
Make that
taking
a
this
lot
so
more
lightly.
rest, Alfred. You're hurt.
The only thing hurt is my pride, which, sadly, even the doctor won't be able to fix.
You can put up a strong front, but I'm not leaving your side until the doctor arrives. Got it?
Understood.
Be straight with me. When you told me Alfred wasn't doing well, is this what you were talking about?
I hoped that would remain discreet.
This is
Sorry,
not
Al.
something you hide, Al.
How worried should I be? You don't need to sugarcoat it. I just need facts.
It's definitely concerning.
Yeah, I've told you already that it's fine.
It's not fine, Alfred.
Yeah, I'm sorry, it's just... There's a lot more to worry about right now than me.
Harley is Batman's concern. You're my concern.
So, Bruce, after our little talk at your office, I had an idea. There's something I want to show you. So, I've been working on this in my spare time. I remember you said you could use the help, you know, when you're Batman. I started thinking about a tactical suit, in case I'm ever needed in the field.
Batgirl!
Para-aramid synthetic lining. Photo-adaptive suit coloring. Full spectrum, full surround heads-up display. I should be able to get the mesh fabricated in no time. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Kinda.
The last
But
thing you
still.
want is me out there on the rooftops with you.
While it would be cool.
This wasn't all just about me. You've been going up against some heavy opposition, Bruce. More than usual. Alfred
Now's
told me
not
how
the time,
Bain nearly
really.
killed you.
Yes, he did.
So I designed you this.
Oh god, no, 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 no,
That's
no,
a
no,
gun.
Let me read you the specs.
Batman doesn't use guns, Tiffany.
You mean at all?
No. At all.
I guess
No
I've never
guns.
seen you use one. But I didn't realize that was, like, a rule.
Oh yeah, totally.
I don't use a gun because Batman doesn't kill.
Okay, I get it.
Your relationship with Tiffany has changed.
Still,
Well, I didn't mean
criminals
for her
are
to be
always trying to kill
hurt by
Batman.
that.
Are you telling me you've never once considered a gun? Just to even the odds? It's a no-brainer.
I don't let myself think about it. Once I go down that path,
You don't need to say anything else. Listen, I should have thought it through more. I just got so caught up in the design, I have a lot left to learn.
No, don't be so hard on yourself.
Found Harley. Oh shit, John found her. Bonus Bros Carnival. Better hurry.
I have to go.
We'll be waiting right here.
Oh boy, I'm remembering that stuff from the trailer. I'm not sure John found Harley. How much am I willing to trust him right now? I don't know. Del, come on, don't let him turn into the Joker. I want to save him.